alien will, the gloved enemy. There is a name the ego goes by that few ever recognize: alien will. Not your will, not God's will, but something else entirely, something foreign, something planted, something wearing your voice, using your hands and signing your name. But it never was you, and it never will be. You think you're living your life, but you're being lived. You think you're making choices, but you're carrying out a program. You think you're thinking your thoughts, but you're recycling fear. A Course in Miracles names it plainly. You are sustained by the love of God, but you think you are sustained by your own alien will. Workbook Lesson 50. Alien will, that's what it is. The ego, not native to you, not born from you. It hijacks your inheritance and calls it identity. It is the gloved enemy, the one who touches everything but never leaves fingerprints. It doesn't fight you. It uses you. It doesn't break in. It was invited, given the keys, given the room upstairs, given the right to rename you and sign your decisions with your signature. The gloved enemy is the ego cloaked in familiarity. Not a stranger, but a distorted self. It smiles like you, sounds like you, knows your childhood better than your own memory, and wears it like a glove. Alien will is the strategy. The gloved enemy is the disguise. And the three masks, possession, colonization, and fear, are how it hides in plain sight. Let's go deeper. Possession. When the body is occupied, but the self is missing. Possession doesn't always look like head-spinning exorcisms. Sometimes it looks like scrolling Instagram for 3 hours while your soul begs for rest. Sometimes it looks like yelling at your child with your father's voice. Sometimes it looks like standing at the fridge, numb, eating your silence by the spoonful. You're not making these choices. You're experiencing them. Like a passenger in a car you forgot you were driving. Possession is not some Hollywood horror. It's the daily trance of living a life that was never yours. It's muscle memory soaked in trauma. It's laughter that feels hollow. It's saying, "I'm fine," when you haven't been home in years. Because home to you is danger. Possession is when alien will wears your nervous system like a suit. You become the puppet, and fear pulls the strings. Colonization, when the past becomes the present's landlord. Colonization happens when the past doesn't just haunt you, but it inherits you. When the grief you inherited becomes your compass. When the limitations of your ancestors become your ceiling. When the words, "we don't do that," or "people like us don't go there," become gospel truth. That's not history, that's occupation. Alien will colonizes through silence, through rules passed down at dinner tables, through trauma written in lullabies, through systems dressed up as tradition. You think it's your personality, but it's protection. You think it's your taste, but it's conditioning. You think you're humble, but really, you're hiding. Colonization doesn't just take land, it takes language. The language of worth, of possibility, of holiness. But here's the miracle. You don't have to decolonize the mind. You just have to remember it was never yours. The alien will planted it, and you can let it go. Fear, the currency of the alien economy. Fear is the fuel. Fear is the contract. Fear is the only agreement alien will ever needed you to sign. And it forged your name when you were too young to know better. Fear is subtle. It sounds like logic. It sounds like caution. It sounds like love sometimes. It says, don't get too close. Don't try too hard. Don't believe too much. It says, Remember what happened last time? Don't be a fool again. Play it safe. Play it small. But the miracle is, fear only speaks in past tense. It only knows what has happened. It cannot imagine what is possible. Because fear can't create. It can only imitate. Fear is the mask alien will wears when it wants you to freeze. To forget who walks with you. To forget who you are. And the moment you question it, it crumbles. Because fear can only live inside a lie. So here we are, mighty companion. Possession, colonization, fear. Each one a symptom of the same root. Alien will. The gloved enemy who came dressed as your protector, but never wanted your freedom. Only your consent. But you can withdraw that consent now. You can say, not my will, but thine. And mean it. Because your true will was never against God. It was only buried beneath the mask. We'll end with this. Alien will needs a host, but not a home. And the light in you is not up for rent.